Alright, the class trial is back, and so is this stupid rabbit Monome.
Myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
I don't care about your mental state! You know what? All I want is to solve this case, and you getting in my way with your insolence.
And go ahead with high energy.
Get out of the screen, bitch! Move! Get out the way!
Your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Alright. Anyway.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Wait, what?
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Facts.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Oh, here we go.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Who is the...
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires.
Alright.
Even one as diabolical as I
So,
would avoid such
here's the
actions.
thing, right?
I see.
Wait, what?
Let's just
If I have
leave
to
them
say
alone
who's
and find
not
out
the
who killed
killer,
Coach Nekomaru as fast as
it's
we can.
not me and it's not Nagito.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
That is disgusting.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? Crushed by the elevator?
I see! That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Yeah,
If the
because there was a
funhouse's secret
noose.
Is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected. Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Ugh.
I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
That doesn't mean I'm
Where
wrong,
in that
though.
building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor will
Yes,
open.
that's the thing I can't explain right now.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of
Is
hell.
Sonya gonna, like...
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I'm surprised Sonya didn't back him up. Wait, do I have to come up with this answer right now? Oh gosh. All right. What bullets do I got? Good night button? Contact elevator.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then,
I think
how about
that
this?
was what was the contradiction.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Wait, moving
Which
object?
means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator,
All right, so let me look
they
at this
moved the
in
elevator
terms
from the
of.
fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
That's correct.
Hold on. Did you forget the
Strange
elevator
feeling
has
in
a sensor?
tower. I don't think that's
As long
it.
as there's a
Contact
moving object
elevator.
inside,
I don't think that's it.
the other
And
door won't
clock's
open.
alarm timer. I don't think that's it either.
Which means
So it's
the
either
elevator
broken
wouldn't have moved
doorknob or good night button.
That must
And
be
I
the
think it's
threshold
good
of that
night
elevator.
button. And I think I know exactly
When the
what
elevator
I
is
have
up, you
to
can't go through the
target.
door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking
Come here,
Mekamaru, they
Kazuichi,
moved
with
the
your
elevator and
stupidity.
made
Come
use
here.
of the drop.
Come here. Come here,
Hold
buddy.
on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object in...
No, that's wrong! I'm on a roll, son!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
This is what I had to do after I failed so hard in the last case. I literally got
Nekomaru's
everything
good night
wrong.
button is
Now
pressed.
it's time
All
to
his
get
functions
everything
shut down,
right.
And he enters sleep mode.
Yes. Yep.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Wait, what?
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, he is a pest, so yeah. Wait, why can't she just say? She already knows. Why do I have to come up with it? It's the freaking doorknob, though. That's why the doorknob broke.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
What?
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Thank you, Sonia.
Don't be so cold.
Then stop sucking
What if
her
I
dick,
start to enjoy
dude.
it?
Wait, what?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
I have to agree with
Isn't it about
Fuyuhiko, I
time-
think,
What about the oil
is
on
what
the
I have to
floor?
do.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. No objections here.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire. Is that the same wire that was tied around
I can't believe I'm on
Nekomaru?
such a roll with this
That wire
case,
was
dude.
tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
However, that could just mean that this case is easier
If
than
they
the
did
last
something
one.
like that, he would have been suspended
Or
in midair.
maybe I'm just like super lucky right now.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
I'm probably lucky as hell right now.
The
I don't
killer
know.
tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode.
I don't know if I would say this case is easier
Tied
though,
the
because
tip
it's
of the wire
super
into a
confusing,
knot
especially with
and
the
hung it
structure
on
of the
doorknob to the
funhouse.
4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Great Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
But what about the fact that his clock was 7:30?
Created a drop. There's no way
Because
you can
didn't
make him
you-
fall
didn't
and die with
Sonya
just that?
Didn't Sonya find the body at 7?
Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that. Then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Alright.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Wait, what the hell? What the hell's wrong with my controller? What is happening? Why isn't it working?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall?
Oh, I'm out of cuts?
There's no
For
one in
real?
the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I was like, oh, I ran out of cuts? I was like, bro, I thought my controller stopped working.
Possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with is just impossible. End of story.
Kazuichi, I don't care.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? Allow me to...
No, that's wrong. And I am, oh my gosh, I'm on a roll right now. This is how you do cases around here when you Sherlock Holmes, baby. Yeah, watch the next case. I'm gonna get everything wrong, dude. I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep at
He
night.
has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You
Yo,
woke
this
up
is-
from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why. If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then the doorknob broke. It's,
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break
but
off.
what about the
Was that
what about the
unexpected
beating
for the killer
that he
too?
took or appeared to have
That's
taken?
probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Wait, what
You
clue
finally
is
understand
that?
now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy. He gets off on this.
He totally
Thanks
does.
to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up
But
falling
what
while
clue
he
was
still
Hajime
hanging
talking
upside
about?
down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
He hit the pillar? LOL? Well, it's not the bottom three.
I see! When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Wait, what?
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What did you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
There's something I have to double check real quick. There is something I have to double check real quick. Uh... 5:30. Wait, like... We headed for the Grave Tower.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
I don't
was
think the
set for
first...
7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Alright, is this the time I get it wrong?
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
No, that's wrong, and I'm still on that roll, baby.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Nagito,
And
please!
because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Look at you, Nagito.
If there's no
Nagito was
possibility
thinking
that the
that
time
far
is
ahead.
different,
Is this guy like a
then we must
freaking
doubt
genius
that
or something?
Human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Yo, this guy likes sewing
I
his
never
suit.
misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Don't tell me you're gonna ask Nagito. A clock was messed with? Oh my gosh, logic dive? Oh, oh man. I'm gonna get something wrong now, right? This streak has gotta end, right? Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh! Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright. So, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building? Dude, I got it right? God. Wow. Dude, this roll is insane. It's like a snowball, and I'm feeling like borderline cocky as hell right now. I'm like, yo, can I get something wrong? Alright. Which clock was tampered with? I don't think it was both. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna get it wrong. Oh my god! Yo, I don't know what's going on! Oh my gosh! Oh! Whoa! Yo, you almost got... Yo, what is that? Yo, that's sabotage, dude! That ain't right! Yo! Okay, okay, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Ugh! Alright, time to get something wrong. Question number 3. Which house had the wrong... I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna get this wrong. Totally. I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna get it wrong. Wow! Yo, come on, dude! So they tampered with both buildings' clocks? So did they set him like... So did they set him like 2 hours back or something?
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right for you?
Yeah, that's why I said both buildings were tampered with. Cause if...
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building,
There's
no
no
way
way
you'd
you would
have
have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Wow, this man just had an orgasm over there.
How much was the time off?
Alright, so when did we hear the loud bang? 5:30? Yeah, so just like I said, I think it was probably 2 hours. Wait, 5:30 a.m. He saw at 5 a.m. Yeah, I think it's 2 hours, like I said.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
No.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
5:30.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
Kazuichi, shut the
There's no point in saying
ever-loving hell up!
If does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was
I think
all
I know
messed
which
up,
one
then
I
we
have
can
to...
only rely on
Hold on.
Nekomaru's radio clock.
I think I have to do Akane's account.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yeah,
The problem is, what time would
yeah,
7:30
that's
be?
correct, so that's not a
In
contradiction.
our time.
But I think I know which one I have to pick.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Yes, Akane's account.
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Right
I
here.
agree with that.
Akane heard it. And so did I. But I didn't know...
Right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yep.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
What?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
2 hours.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
I see!
Yo, I've been saying that for like the past 3
Nekomaru's
minutes,
alarm
dude.
went off at 7:30.
Or maybe even
And if
longer,
we heard
like
the
5
sound of his
minutes.
impact at 5:30. That means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
Yep. Which is probably what they wanted to take advantage.
What reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
Oh, so... the Tai Chi thing. If he thought the Tai Chi thing was at 7, he would have went there at 7, but everybody else thought it was 5.
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
It's supposed to be at 7.
To go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
It was actually 7, not 5.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
I didn't even pick up on that.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Aw, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it?
I didn't even pick up
Was it,
on that.
You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Yeah, the writers of this game
Are you
are
talking
amazing,
about
dude.
Tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Remember now. Sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell? Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Wait a minute. Wait. What? Huh?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something! If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
Huh?
Couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
Wow.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious
Because
that
of the
I did not hear
soundproof
alarm
thing,
in Strawberry
right?
House.
Not at I completely forgot about the soundproof
But I did
thing.
not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
I completely forgot about the soundproof rooms. That's why I
To be
didn't hear it.
honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Remember, we had the
You
crappy
still don't
rooms.
know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Nagito, I kind of feel your pain. Oh, come on. Are we really gonna do this? You're really gonna give me Hangman Gambit for this? That's a lot of U's, dude. That is a lot of U's, homie. Oh my gosh. No! Ugh! Got it, boys. Yo, that is the biggest U I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Really doing this right now? Wait. Room is 4 letters. What the hell is that? Question mark? Oh, rooms. I know I can spell. I was just thinking, I was just looking at it, I was like, oh, wait. No, you're gonna rob me of my S? Oh, I've been robbed. Oh, there it is.
I got it!
Yo, this case, man. There's so many moving parts to this case.
Michiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe room, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Soundproof.
the reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent?
Ugh.
You guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec! Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Alright, so alibi. It sure as hell ain't me. Alibi. No. Alright. So I finally got it wrong. Wait. Huh? So, if we're talking about strictly alibis here, the only people besides me are Chiaki, Sonia, and Akane. And I don't believe Nagito did it at all. So that leaves Akane and Chiaki left. But then, wait, no. What? Because what if Akane is the killer? If Akane is the killer, why would she give us the time that she heard the rumbling? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? Wait, why did I just do that to myself? Hold on, what?
Crap!
Wait, what? I'm so confused. What? I don't... Not Nagito. Can't be Kazuichi, because why would he fix the elevators? So if he did that, he would have had a direct reason for us figuring everything.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor.
I didn't even know that he was in a deluxe room.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
If I knew that he was in a deluxe room, I would have picked him to begin
only
with.
One possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
He would have had to walk past you.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, Can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your really your argument, bro?
Bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
That's a really Gundam.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
You've got to be
Are
kidding
you
me.
saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just
And what's the deal with that freaking timer?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
I know you love him, but it's
Please
over.
Completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption,
Huh?
I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stop elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction. That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Yeah, but
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
Nagito managed to do it though.
An accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
This is
That elevator was
maybe I need to take somebody's
the only means
argument.
of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime was
Okay.
the only means of travel.
I
As long
think
as that
I
your
know
assumption
what I have to do
collapses.
here. I think I
the
know.
killer cannot return.
Since I was at Strawberry,
Akane,
there's no question that
give
the
me your
following
statement,
crime is
please.
impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between.
No, that's wrong. I may have thought it was the wrong person,
There should
but
have
I'm
been another
definitely
way to
not
move
getting
between
this
the two
wrong,
houses
baby.
Without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't
Tell
we
that
ask
to
the person who
Nagito.
actually used that method?
Only one!
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop.
Well, my streak of getting things right has been ended.
You
So,
say? Don't
bro,
make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, what is this? Wire, chipped up pillar fryer, broken. I don't even know what I have to make an argument for you.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say. Your decayed illusion.
What is this?
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Yes, please feed me to your deities, man. Meanwhile, I'm gonna end this case.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Allow me to cut through those words.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Obviously the dead room.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Can we not do that?
There's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Wait, what?
Hey!
Wait, huh?
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building.
Yo, what is this? How you ruining my shine?
Broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru
How you
wasn't
stealing
able to
my
go to
thunder,
Great Tower,
bro?
which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like
My
we did
G,
when we found out
what
the
is
elevator
happening
was
right now?
Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
What?
So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
What?
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh. After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all.
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
What?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this
Dude,
simple argument.
I gotta go to sleep, man, and this man is like...
If you want to set me up as the killer,
and this man is
please
just
surpass your own
not
human
giving in.
limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However,
Yo, can I go to
cannot say
sleep,
that I'm
brother?
Satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power.
But do you don't even have power by
You must
yourself.
provide
The
a
only
reason
power
that
you
will
have is...
persuade that human.
The only ones who have power are your 4 Dark Devas of
Either
Destruction.
them yet.
Alright,
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
this is kind of annoying because I like this scarf.
I won't let
Like,
you!
his scarf is like the best part of his whole outfit, dude.
Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Yo, this tempo is weird.
Crushed as David prophesies! For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire!
Negative?
I won't let
What?
you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
The hamsters!
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Unfortunately, Fuyuhiko, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Normal hamsters, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
Yep,
one of Gundam's hamsters
retrieved the piece of wallpaper.
From the
Yep.
lighting, right?
exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
I'm kind of triggered that I didn't know that Gundam was in a deluxe room, or I would have like,
but you actually
I would have been like
splendid my subordinates are.
The champion. I would have been like
no
20 for 20 and getting everything right.
Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
Dude, you are trash. You're keeping me from going to sleep, bitch. Go away. Nagito, finish your freaking... Oh, wait, now I gotta do it? Bruh. Wait, is this it? No. I figured that wasn't it. Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed.
I'm triggered about the fact that I didn't pick up on the fact that it was Gundam.
First, they destroyed the contact element. This separated Nagito
what was
and
I
the others
thinking
in
at the
Strawberry
time?
House from our group in Grape House.
My thing was I was thinking about the people that were in deluxe rooms, but then I didn't know that Gundam had a deluxe room, or I would have picked him.
The killer went to the Strawberry House lounge.
That's where I was drawing a blank, and I just started picking people randomly, I guess.
After finishing their preparation,
but then after I picked like a couple of them, I realized by process of elimination that it was definitely Gundam, because it was no way it was Kazuichi.
Once you clear the final dip.
Because I was thinking to myself, like, if it was Kazuichi, what the hell was I just saying? If it was Kazuichi, he wouldn't have fixed all that stuff just so we could figure out the whole case. Another reason why I gave Gundam the alibi of why I didn't pick Gundam is because I knew that he was in that group, but then I didn't know that he had a deluxe room, which, that's my mistake, unfortunately. I messed up.
Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by
I choked, guys, I'm sorry.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but By that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time.
I have been humbled by my mistakes.
7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that.
Damn it, Gundam dude. Now Sonya's not gonna have a boyfriend anymore. Feels bad for her, I guess. Whatever.
Was broken,
I guess now
Nekomaru was unable
Kazuichi
to
has
go
no
to Great Tower.
competition. Even though she
So
doesn't
he
want him
decided to try
anyway.
going to Strawberry Tower.
Go, my
The killer was waiting
for
him.
Doug Davis of destruction. Dude, I want to sleep. Like, can we wrap this up,
With
man?
the power of hamsters, they were able to press the
The
good night
power
button
of
on the back of
hamsters.
Nekomaru's neck.
Like, for real though, like, I thought Nagito was hell bent
forced him
on
to enter
handling
sleep,
this whole
rendering
closing the
him
case
immobile.
situation.
From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
Oh gosh. I can't believe I've been working for 2 weeks straight.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room.
What I should have did was
time ran out.
What I should have did was I should have asked the question, okay, who were the
lounge's
4
wall clock
people
alarm
that
started
had
ringing at 5:30.
deluxe rooms?
Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also
Because
the same
obviously
time
it was
Nekomaru was waking
Chiaki,
up.
Sonya, and Nagito. I should have asked myself who was the other person who had a
He
deluxe
woke up
room.
while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully.
And then I would have
Originally,
realized
the loop of
who
wire was only supposed to slip off the
it
doorknob.
was if I put 2 and 2 together.
But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
You see this man? You see this man? That's it.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
And I get an A? Nah, I give myself an F, bro. I'm gonna take that F because I got, look at all these hundreds, dude. Like, I was on a roll. Nah, I give myself an F for that, dude. I was doing so well and then I choked at the end, dude. I should have picked Gundam and I would have got, if there's an S, I would have got it if I didn't freaking fail so freaking hard.
This result isn't all that exciting.
That sounds like a personal problem, Monokuma.